From my humble beginnings as a tournament grinder, I've cemented my decision to take on the Dragon Ball Super Trading Card Game's greatest challenge, becoming champion. This is Snake Way, Road to Regionals. Smells like pre-release. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Snake Way, and pre-release is today. We are the first Friday of February, which means that we get our hands on that juicy Set 9 stuff. I'm going to be personally looking into Invoker as the first thing to go into. I know a lot of people are hyping up Successor with Cell. I think it's super powerful. Same thing with the new Team Gohan leader. That guy's busted, 3 triple strike swings, bunch of free attacks, potentially being able to finish off on an SCR. Deck is super good, and I might be looking into that. But it seems like some people in my area are kind of interested in Invoker, but not too much. So I kind of want to see how far we can push that strategy. I'm on the line that it's kind of bricky. I feel like relying on 3 drops, even if they have barrier, is kind of finicky for an entire strategy. But we'll see what we can do. The biggest thing is the leader. I find that the leader, or at least the Surge leader, the blue-red one, because you really want to be in blue-red. 2 reasons. One, you want to run Exploiting Weakness Vegeta, and he's a Universe 7, so it's a plus for a Universe 7-centric deck. And you want to run Dimension Magic. Being able to untap energy is huge in that deck because it gives you all your options to use those really powerful extra cards. The problem is you don't want to run too many extra cards because it's clunky, but if you don't run enough, it's bad hand advantage because it's reliant on what's on top of your deck, but the hand advantage that you get with the leader is reliant on your blue-red extra cards. So it's a tough deck to build. I've been playing around with it, and we'll see what I come up with. Outside of pre-release, however, we got ourselves some packages. Cards, and cards. And this is going to be fixing the issue that we saw with last week where I was missing a couple of staples like Broly, another Exploiting Weakness Vegeta, and this package right here has a little spice in it that we'll be looking to afterwards. But before that, I feel like shit, so I didn't go in today, went to go get food, and before we get anything started, I need to chow down on some food. I've got to say, the farmer's wrap is by far the best things you could be getting at Timmy's. So if you're ever in the country, 100%, 24-hour breakfast, get yourself a farmer's wrap. All right, now that intermission's done, like I said, we got packs. This one I'm gonna hold off on. There's something that comes out in Set 9 that makes this playable. And I want to keep it a secret. We're gonna pull it out for one of our locals, so for now, this will stay sealed. There we go. We just finished some editing, and we're almost running a bit late for pre-release, so let's make our way. forgot the tripod, so doing this budget.
Here, I'll just stand behind that. On the side, that
I love pre-release. It's one of the most fun times of any set where, you don't totally know what the cards do, and you're just there with everyone else at the store trying to figure out, how everything works. And it's one of those rare times where people really come together and just try anything. Granted, Dragon Ball isn't the best. I don't appreciate the fact that in Dragon Ball Sealed you essentially need to play 5 colors, but it makes for fun situations, and if you don't have anything too busted, it makes it a joy. Unfortunately, we're in the world where, last set, I want to say Dr. Eero was probably hands down the best leader, and that's just because you were guaranteed removal. And in this set, it's a little bit tough to beat Boo. And by a little bit, I mean very, just because they constantly put pressure while out-advantaging you. We managed to build together a cute little Android deck. We had enough density of androids that I thought Android 20 would be a good leader for it. So going into our first round, we play that, and, we take it, no issues. Going into the later rounds, I realized that if I wanted to win the pre-release, because even though it is a fun, more casual leaning event, your boy's competitive, and he's going to try his best. So we did happen to actually open a Boo with a couple of black cards that were pretty decent to run. So we took out all the 10k combos from our deck and moved it over to a Boo build. Because I knew eventually, by the end of it, if I was going to play Max, I was going to play anybody in the finals, we were going to run Boo. Game 2, we start running Boo, and it's a pretty clean sweep. Travis happened to be on Cooler, but obviously not having the in-archetype cards he needed didn't mean much. It just meant that he was able to delay the inevitable for a little bit with the defense he had on board. In the semi-finals, we ended up going against Miles, who himself is also running Boo. Surprise, surprise. And at this point in the semifinals, it's 3 Boos versus 1 Android 17. We lose. He ends up pulling out the Boo chain on us. He actually had a decent amount of it, so he was able to push for a lot of attacks in one turn, which essentially broke the matchup. It was really hard for me to recover from there, and he was able to pull out a boss monster before I could really do much. And that's a rough summary. I love opening packs, but obviously that's not the way to do it. So I love pre-release for that. You really get your fix of opening, cracking packs, seeing new cards, trying new things before you have to snap back to reality. Haha, oops, there goes gravity. And just, focus back on the grind. Focus back on getting the singles you need, practicing for the meta, and taking down events. This is a shorter video. There's been a very hectic week, and as much as I have some coverage from the locals after this tournament, I think I just want to leave it on the note of the pre-release. So if you guys didn't have the chance to take a pre-release yourselves, I highly consider doing it for the next set, and just having fun with your locals. Building a community is fantastic and can only benefit the game in the future. And with this fun change of pace that I've been through with this pre-release, it's now time to buckle down and get ready for Vegas. I'll see you guys on the next one.